Hi, this is George from Copysmart. The history of Copysmart began when a friend who was a minister at an Anglican church asked me if I could help him source a cheap second-hand photocopier. Knowing that I had worked with Fuji Xerox as a contractor for 5 years as a national operations manager, he could trust me to get the best possible deal on a copier for him. Well, because I had left work with Fuji Xerox for a few years, I said that I would try to source one for him. Unfortunately, that took longer than he was able to wait, and he ended up purchasing an expensive second-hand analogue Richo copier with very high copy count and a long-term contract with a high click charge rate. I hate it when people get ripped off. If someone tried to sell you a car, you would know what a reasonable make and price would be on that car. But when purchasing a second-hand photocopier, most people don't have the faintest idea. So either they overestimate the cost of a photocopier or they underestimate the cost of one. I sell Xerox copiers not because I worked with them, but because I know the history of the photocopier industry. For those who do not know, Xerox was the first to invent the photocopier, so they have been in the game for much longer than any other copier company. Like BMW and Mercedes Benz in the motor vehicle industry, Xerox has been leading the world in photocopier manufacturing and technology a lot longer than any other Johnny-come-lately photocopier manufacturers. What people also fail to understand is the difference between remanufactured photocopiers and used photocopiers. Remanufactured photocopiers need to be overhauled because they have met their life expectancy and need to be reconditioned, as opposed to used photocopiers which have not done their life cycle and only need to be resold. To put it a little more clearly, it's like a motor vehicle that has only done 30,000 kilometres. You don't need to recondition a car with such low kilometres. You would give it a check and clean. The Xerox digital copiers that I sell have not done their life cycle and thus are not in need of remanufacturing. Most second-hand Xerox photocopiers that I sell only need to be refurbished. They've only done 5 to 50% of their life cycle. If you have any further questions that I might not have answered in this introduction, please call me on 0418 631 266